Hello, you wonderful group. It's so good to see you. I just want to acknowledge each and every one of you for being a part of this group and supporting each other, and just really taking on your lives and making sure you're not letting negative thinking bring you down. And I just want to remind you, when you have negative thinking going on, I want you to think of me. I want you to know that you're not alone and that I can help you with those things. And that is why I come on here each and every day or throughout the week, or depending on how schedule works, because I want you to have these tools that you can practice and know that you're not alone, even if it might feel like it. So today is Fun Friday. Woohoo! Fun Friday celebration! You made it through the week. This week wasn't so bad. It started off pretty shaky, but yeah, it's coming to its end, right? I'm like, is it really Friday? Gosh, I thought it was Wednesday on Tuesday, and then I thought it was Thursday on Wednesday, and now I'm like, am I sure it's not Thursday? And I just double checked to make sure I wasn't saying the wrong thing. I'm like, no, man, it's Friday. Get it together. So with Fun Friday, my goal is just to remind us that when we are having fun, we can't be focused on the negative thinking. And when negative thinking comes up and you bring fun into it, it relieves the stress out of it, so we don't have to take ourselves so seriously. Why so serious? So it's just about having fun because you can. Like, I'm here in my kitchen. It's not like super fun, but I'm making it super fun because I'm having fun with you guys. So it's what you can do, it's what you can decide, it's what you can make happen. So what I wanted to share with you, sometimes I share with you jokes, sometimes I share with you stories that you have shared with me during the week of what's been fun. Today and this week I've been learning a couple little stretch moves for back strengthening that I've been doing. Some I've already known, but I've been continuing to practice. And I'm going to show you how to do it, but I'm going to share with you the link so that way you can go find it yourself and practice as they share it with you. So have a little fun with me. We're going to get up and we're going to move, because there's often times when our body's not feeling well, and it could be consistent pain, or it could just be, achy pain or cramping pain, or just, maybe an injury pain. If you've had an injury, by the way, make sure you see your doctor before doing any kind of moves like this. And if your body is in constant pain, again, make sure you talk to your doctor first so you don't hurt yourself. But these are just some things that I've learned that have been helpful for me that I wanted to share with you. And also, as a massage therapist, I always recommend starting your day with stretching. Do I do that every day? No, but I do recommend it, and I think it to myself. And so sometimes throughout the day, I'm like, oh, you didn't start your day stretching. Let's get in a couple stretches. Even at the end of the day, hey, you didn't get all your steps in, so while I'm brushing my teeth, I'm marching around. Or in the shower, I have these, I have a floor pad, a non-slip floor pad, so I can do some stretching while I'm in the shower. So there's different ways to be able to do things to make sure you're taking care of your body, because that pain or that physical ailment can really throw you into negative thinking. It can throw you into fear. It can throw you into judgment, into not good enough. It can throw you into a lot of negative experiences that you don't need. And so these are just some tools to help you shift out of that. Okay, so I'm going to show you the feet first. Down here to the feet. So you just saw me step on the yoga pad. So I put this yoga pad here for another stretch. Out of the way. Okay, so don't do that. So the way the feet are going to be, and now I've messed up the shoes as well, so let me move those again. Out of the way. Okay, so the way you're going to do it is have your feet like this, and then you're going to bow your knees down. And you're just going to keep doing it like that. And I'm going to bring it back up so now you can see how the arms are going to go. So you're just going to bring the arms together like this. And so as you do this, you're opening up your chest. And then you're going to bring your elbows back like you're pulling your shoulder blades together. And so this opens up your chest and it stretches these muscles, your pecs. You'll even notice it stretches your ribs, and it almost forces you to take open another breath. And then as you're bringing your arms back forward, kind of lean into it a little bit, and you feel that forward stretch. So you feel your pecs stretching in this way, And you'll feel your rhomboids back here in the back moving forward. And so stretching back and moving forward. And this you would put on some soft music or some slow classical music or some like ballet sounding music. Okay, so have those feet together and don't trip on the yoga mat. Good grief. So you guys get to see my blooper. Okay, so the feet are together like I showed you, like this. And then we're going to squat. The arms are together like this. Okay, you've got those moves so far? And it's just going to look like bend, right? So bend the legs, bring the arms back, and stand up and bring the arms together. Bend, arms back, and breathing in and out. Okay, so now we're going to add another step. So I'm going to show you my feet. So now when you step up, so you're going to bend, and when you step up, you're just going to bring a foot out. Not for long. You're not going to try to hold it long because you might find yourself cramping. So that's what we're going to do. And so I'm going to leave it halfway so you can see when my foot comes up. So the feet are like this, right? So just a little bit arched. You're still balanced, not crazy, right? They're just like this. Arms together, bend, bring it back, and then lift up the foot. And you don't have to go high. You can go just a little bit. It's just creating balance for your body, which helps to strengthen your core, which is really good. And then as you're stretching, this allows for pressure to come off the muscles in the spine. So it really is opening you up. So that's you're working the upper and you're working the lower at the same time, and it builds in strength. You can do this as slow or as quickly as you like, but it's a good idea to do it slow so you can feel everything. All right, so arms up, feet in this way, and then we're going to go down, stretch, and come up, bring up the foot. Go down and stretch, come up and bring up the foot. Go down and stretch, come up and bring up the foot. And now we're going to go to the other leg. Come down and stretch. And just think about your shoulder blades as trying to touch them together. Obviously you can't unless you're like super flexible. And then when you come up, leg up. So this one you could tell I'm not as balanced. And I notice it's because this in here is way tighter. So you'll probably notice your body might feel a little differently on either side. So that lets me know I need to stretch out my glute in here. Okay, so another one this way. And up. Oopsie, I forgot to do the stretch open. And up. Woo, that one's really tight. So see, I'm kind of like wobbling all over the place. Okay, so I'm actually going to bring this one up here and stretch it. Woo, it definitely needs that. This is a really good stretch to help out the glute. So we can do that for both sides. Wow, that one's definitely really tight. That lets me know, this one is actually pretty tight as well. That lets me know that my glutes are really tight and I've been sitting a lot. And so one more, bring it up, get that stretch in. And you could do this seated. If doing your balance is really tough, you can sit and cross your leg over and bend into it. And if you need me to show you that one, just let me know. All right, cool beans. All right. I still can't believe I tripped. Oh, gosh. All right, so now the other one I wanted to share with you is just like a chest pop and a butt pop. I'm going to still keep this midway so you can see both. And you can put on some faster music for this if you want. This is more like some dance moves, right? So you're basically going to stretch back again and pop your butt back and forward. Right? So you're stretching your chest back and then forward, and then you're popping your butt back and then forward. Right? So both back and then forward. And you could do it like that slow, or you could do it with some faster music. Like that. And now if you're going to do it faster, just notice if you're feeling like, hey, that feels a little stressed or a little strained, So if you're going to do it faster, you might not want to go as far back because you might pull and you don't want to do that. So you might instead do here. So, yeah, right? And let's say if you want to isolate, you can go forward and hold. And you're tightening those booty muscles. And then you're also tightening the rhomboids and the pecs. So those are some nice little things that you can do to help yourself get stretched and move around. And then one last thing, we're going to bring it down, and you'll see why I had the yoga mat there that I slipped on. I can't believe I did that. So this is also very helpful. Let me make sure you can, yep, you can see. So these are really good for helping with the back and the neck and just releases stress. And I'm sure you may have heard of these before. You bring the head down, you're curling the back, and you're just stretching it nicely. And then you bring the neck up, and the butt goes up, and you're arching the back a little bit. Now, depending on how your body's doing, be careful with how much you arch. If you can't do it a lot, just do it slightly, and then come back again. And then you just notice the stretching that's going on. This is actually called cat-cow. This one is the cow, and this one is the cat. And it gets a nice good stretch going on. Another one for the side is you allow yourself the same position, just look at your butt. And that gets a stretch on the side. And so look at your other butt. And you'll feel a nice stretch all through here as well as through the neck. And one last one that's really, really very helpful that I like, you just bring your knees up, same position, and just go down. And then just stretch your arms all the way out, bring your head to the floor. And then as far as you want to stretch, you let yourself stay stretched. And then just rest. Depending on how your hips are, you may need to have your legs open a little bit to give yourself some room here. Or you can have your legs like this if it works for you. Mine have a bit of tension in here, so it helps to have a little opening there. And then it allows you to come down without having any discomfort in the hips. So anyways, that's why I had this here. But as you can see, if you're on a slippery floor, the better thing to do is not have it behind you, but then also come off of it first. Common sense. Sometimes we might forget what we put on the floor. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I fell. So anyways, you guys got to see my embarrassing moment for the day. Live. So I hope those help. I hope you have fun with them. And I hope you notice that, hey, doing all this stuff really helps. Now, there was one other that I wanted to share with you who he's a chiropractor online. And he was sharing some stretches for the neck that you can use with a hand towel. And I really liked them. So I'm going to share with you. They were really helpful and they really, just helped for a good stretch. The other thing, if you're here locally in Orlando, I'm going to share with you this information. OrlandoInjuryMedicine.com. This gentleman showed me different ways on how to do stretches with a ball on the wall, and he showed me, and it's actually been strengthening my neck, and it's been helping with the pain that I have. I have severe neck issues. So I always want to make sure that I share tools that help, because guess what? If we've got pain and we've got issues with our body that's bringing us down, negative thinking is going to creep in quickly and consistently. So when we have things like this that can help us physically, and we're feeling so much better. And I have a plethora of different stretches and things that you can learn to help every aspect of your body. As a massage therapist, my job in my mind was to help people know how to take care of themselves on a consistent basis between the times they saw me, and we could help work out what else was going on. Then we can also work with what's going on with our thinking and realize, hey, if I'm taking care of my body, I don't have to focus and tell myself something's wrong. I don't have to focus and tell myself, well, it's just because you're old. I don't have to focus and tell myself my body's broken and I'm not okay, or have fear, or have doubt. All of those things can be shifted when we have a plan of action and taking care of ourselves. Hey there, Tony. Good morning, darling. Blessings to you. I had you in mind today as I was doing some of these moves because we've talked about some of them, and I know you practice some of them as well. Now, I would like for you to send me a personal message, Tony, because you had mentioned that you've been having some fear with falling, and I want to make sure that we talk about that. I know you also mentioned that you do have real issues and real things going on of why that's the case. It's not just a fear. Um, so it's important that we take a look at what's coming up for you. So make sure you personal message me, or you could put it in the group if you want. I just want to make sure that you're feeling comfortable with sharing your information. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. I know, Tony, you're just popping on, so I don't know if you were able to see, plus my embarrassing fall that I included just for you guys. Now, also notice if you haven't been doing movements or anything like this, you might feel sore. So if you want to, just do one movement, see how your body's feeling, and then try it again, maybe a little while later or the next day. So do it gradually so you're not making yourself feel like, oh my gosh, I just kicked my butt. I feel like somebody beat me up. See what your body needs, take care of it. If you're in pain or you've got an injury, make sure you check with your chiropractor or your doctor so you know you're not going to hurt yourself. I have hurt myself so many times doing different things, thinking that the person teaching me knew what they were doing, and they didn't really know the medical aspect. They didn't know the pain I had, so they were doing it just for the average person. So know your body, know what you can do, and don't leave the yoga mat on the floor. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow for Silly Saturday. Today should have been Silly Saturday because, boy, that was silly. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.